Today we are going to make hot cross bun treacle tart and mince pies. It's not Easter, it's not Christmas, but hey, why not? So let's get cooking. So I'm going to heat my oven to 190 degrees Celsius, and then we're going to roll out some pastry. I have all of these odd bits of short crust pastry that I've used previously, so I just got them all out of the freezer, and we're going to conglomerate them together and roll them out to line our pastry cases. We'll just mush them all together. Now for this, you may not have lots of odds and ends, so you can either make short crust pastry, and I'll put the recipe underneath the video for that, or you can buy pre-rolled short crust pastry from any good supermarket. And a lot of short crust pastry that you will buy in the shops isn't specifically got sugar in, isn't specifically sweet, so that's good too. So you could use it for sweet or savoury really. So now to put it into the tin, we'll flip it over the rolling pin. This is not the best quality pastry because it's been in the freezer, but this should work. And we'll just put it into the tin, and then we'll just push it in. And I'm alright with a rough and ready rustic look, and then with any bits that have hung over or have fallen off, we'll just fill in these gaps. So we got our pastry case nicely in there, no gaps. And use a fork to prick the base, and then we're not going to blind bake this, we're just going to put this into the fridge to chill while we do the rest of what we need to do. Then we'll roll out the rest of the pastry for our mince pie cases. So we've rolled our pastry out quite thin, and we're going to use our cookie cutter just straight down to cut these and fill our little baking tray. I want quite a deep filled mince pie, so this is quite a deep tray, but you could also use a tray like this, which is a bit shallower, depends how much mincemeat you want to use. And we'll just keep repeating that until we're all full. So I found some mincemeat in the cupboard. You could also just fill these with, you could like stew some apples and make apple ones. Have a go at different insides. I'll put some ideas on the recipe in the video. So we'll just fill these up. I want these quite full, but we don't want them sizzling over, so that's about a good amount, and then we'll just do that for all of them. Finish the job! Oh baby! My flatmates know this, but I love using things up. Alright, we've rolled out the rest of our pastry, and I'm going to put these nice stars on top. I think that makes a nice mince pie. Bit of pizzazz rather than just your boring old circle on top. You could also do a circle one and then punch out a star, so you have ones that look like this and then ones that look like the negative of that on top. But I'm just going to go with stars. So they're ready to go, and we'll put them to the side and start our treacle tart. So we've got 150 grams of hot cross buns. It's about 2 hot cross buns. These were just in the freezer after Easter, and I think they're apple and cinnamon ones, so yummy. But we're going to tear these up and just put them in the food processor, and then we'll blitz them just till they get to breadcrumb consistency. And then we'll just tip these straight into a bowl. So they're all nice like breadcrumbs. If you don't have any hot cross buns, because they do usually just come out at Easter, you could use brioche or maybe like a tea loaf or something. Just have a experiment with different kinds of sweet bread. Then we are going to weigh out 300 grams of golden syrup. And I'm going to do this straight into the saucepan that I'm going to melt this into, because this is really sticky stuff, and if you put it into a bowl first, it's really hard to get it out of that bowl into your pan. So we're going to go straight into the pan. We'll heat up our golden syrup until it's nice and runny. Look at that beautiful amber colour. Oh baby. So we brought that up to a simmer. I'm going to turn that off and pour that into our hot cross bun breadcrumb. We heat it up so it's just easier to stir around, otherwise it's very sticky. Mix that in. Then we're going to add half a teaspoon of ground ginger and 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, just to add a bit of spice of flavour. Also 1 beaten egg. straight in. And the zest of 1 orange. And finally, we'll add in 2 tablespoons of single cream. We have cream left over to eat this with. Then we'll get our pastry case out the fridge and we'll pour in our mixture straight into the case. Make sure that's spread around equally. And then both this and the mince pies will go into our oven. The mince pies will probably take between 10 to 15 minutes and the treacle tarts takes 35 minutes. So we just need to keep checking so they're not burning. But that's about the timings of them. Fab! And then we'll just wait for them to bake. The mince pies have been in for 15 minutes and they're looking glorious. So I'll take those out. Oh, look at the sizzling, they're golden and nice. We'll put those down to leave them to rest and we'll leave treacle tart in for another 15 minutes and then we'll check it again. So it's been in for about half an hour. Look at that. That's what you want, a lovely golden colour. Some ovens may take 35 minutes, but ours is hot, so it takes half an hour. And then I'm also, with the mince pies, go around these and lift them out, put them on our cooling rack. And then we'll just leave these to cool, and then they'll be ready to eat. Yeah. And that's how you make hot cross bun treacle tart and mince pies. Just wrapping them up, ready to be sent as gifts to neighbours. All I am is the bones you've made for me. So get rich.